Hi, I'm Barry John, and welcome back to Let's Play Overload. I have two co-pilots, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
My name is A172. I'm coming back to you with a little bit of poison ivy and a lot more sunburn.
We are now above the outer moon's
Ouch.
mining complex.
I'm Laylite, and I'm feeling the heat.
Here's what we know.
Well, out here in the orbit of Saturn, there's not a lot of heat.
Autonomous operators spontaneously attack.
But in space it's hard to get rid of heat.
True, very true. So, Overload can be divided into three acts. The Outer Moons, Titan, and Redacted for the third act. I'm not going to talk about the last act until we get there because it's kind of a huge major plot twist. At the end of each act, we're going to get a boss fight. So, here is the end of level 5, we're going to get a boss fight.
In response, Juno is shutting down.
Okay, time to test the player. We've given them enough sandboxes. Now we're really going to put the screws on them.
Mm-hmm.
I have completed a scan of Phoebe Complex and reviewed communication logs.
Unfortunately, our little AI assistant is just doing the end-of-act plot dump.
Development at this facility. The Goliath is a
Fair enough, fair
military
enough.
unit with a nuclear...
And basically, they are waving every last flag saying there's a boss fight in this. And when we get into the level, the logs are going to talk about the boss fight. So, here's the Seekers. Fuck you. Sorry. So, the flat cannon is the other kinetic weapon in the game aside from the driller. It's basically, it's a flat gun. It shoots a short-range explosive section thingy words.
It was nice of them to actually give us some specs on the boss before we came in here. Obviously, there's no substitute for experience, but at least it gives you an idea that, hey, this thing has a giant missile launcher on it. You might not want to stay in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Flight speed might be nice for a boss, maybe.
There's a lot of... Honestly, I recorded this weeks ago. I have no idea what I was... Why did I upgrade the driller?
Okay, more firepower, also pretty good for a boss, just killing it faster.
Yeah.
And center line weapon for that too is good.
Like we were saying in earlier episodes, you've hardly ever actually run out of ammo on the driller, so just being able to dump more ammo into the boss would be pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
How much ammo per shot does the flak gun take?
I don't remember off the top of my head because the flak gun sucks.
Fair enough.
No, I'm serious. I've used the flak gun, and basically it is mimetic video game shotgun in terms of range.
So you have to literally be hugging the enemy for it to actually do anything?
Pretty much. Also, why are you taking so long to load past me? There we go.
It's busy reticulating splines.
I don't even remember where that reference came from.
I think it's like Sim City, if I remember right.
Okay. So, ow!
So that thing with the purple jets,
we saw them...
So is that the fish?
Yeah, that's the fish. We saw them last time in the secret level, but this is their official introduction to the player.
Last one.
I mean, you got hit by one of them. You're not... I've already forgot how much health you started with, but did that thing do like 50 damage or so?
More like 20.
Okay. Oh, that's not so bad then.
Yeah. Now, this level is a bit like the previous one. It's a bit non-linear in that there's 2 key cards you need to access or get access to in order to get the third one to get to where you need to go.
Tech 8-03. Cantor wants us to shore up our defenses, so we're working on a new class of operator. Something that can deliver a lot more firepower.
And as I mentioned earlier, the logs are going to be all about the boss fight.
Cantor's been a lot more tense since that accident with the Enceladus crew.
I mean, I guess it makes sense that, your boss is literally a military vehicle, and they're dropping any kind of pretense for it to be used for mining. It is explicitly for blowing up the enemy.
Yeah. And when we get to the fight, it does that job very well.
It makes me wonder just what kind of threat they were even trying to protect themselves from then.
A material defender.
No, they weren't expecting Material Defender to show up.
Those guys look like they hurt.
If you give them a chance, they'll hit you pretty hard, but there we go. Ah.
They're giving you just enough room in these corridors to dodge projectiles, but you're not really going to be able to dodge melee in here.
No, not really. Hold on a second. I just gotta remember where the right secret door is. Oh, wait, up here. Now the one...
Those switches...
Sorry, you're saying?
Do the switches have any sort of splash damage on them? Because they kind of blow up when you fall.
No, they don't. It's
Okay.
Once you destroy them, it's all fancy graphics.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, I guess that little red panel flying off doesn't like collide with anything.
No, it doesn't have a hitbox, really.
That's nice, because a lot of times they're hidden off in squirrely corners where it'd be hard to dodge it.
Mm-hmm.
These lockdown enemies don't seem particularly aggressive, unlike the other ones. This is kind of more like you're trapped in an area and you've got to kind of go seek them out.
Yeah, but unfortunately, like, most of the enemies are these the missile hulks, so they actually...
tight spaces.
Yeah. Ow.
It kind of seems like they're trying to teach you, like, not to fly all the way around a corner, but your options for engaging these guys are actually kind of limited.
Now, the nice thing about firing the reflex blind around corners is that because it's automatically a seeking weapon, you can tell if there's somebody hiding around the corner because the reflex will aim for them rather than take a ballistic bounce.
Yeah, it's really obvious that it's actually changing direction then.
Yeah. And the audio cues for these enemies is always good. One more enemy to go, then the lockdown drops. Where are you?
And again, this is a good mechanic. You're locked in an area, so it's very limited amount of space where that enemy could be.
Yeah. There we go. Now, just to go grab the secrets here. First, secret upgrade point.
Alright, now you can upgrade your super.
Oh, trust me, after this level, I'm going to be flush with upgrade points, and I'm going to be doing a lot of work in time for the next level.
I am imagining in my own head well, I shouldn't be imagining the Pyro GX, because that's not what we're flying, but I'm imagining your spaceship with just, like, a whole bunch of, like, pipes and, like, satellite dishes and dangly bits hanging off of it. Just fully tooled out.
Just like a tiny Star Destroyer flying through.
Yeah, with all sorts of, like, miscellaneous steampunk bits encrusted onto it. Why does this ship have 5 scrap recovery arms?
So, I would like to introduce you guys to the new weapon of the game, the Devastator. The Devastator is the flak missile from the last game. That's it.
That's
it
what
better?
they said that the boss was armed with.
Yes.
Yes to better or yes to the boss?
Yes to the boss, and it is a little bit better because, well, you can upgrade it a little bit so that you can manually detonate it.
Oh.
Ooh, neat.
So
I guess that's handy for those rooms with, like, the tiny enemies in it, so you don't have to actually hit them with the missile. You can just kind of make it spread out in a big room and cover the area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or you don't have to try and hit the wall next to him if it's a great big open room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can detonate it in midair in the middle of the room. But, yeah, that's kind of smart, is, like, telling you what weapon the boss has, and giving you access to the same weapon that the boss has, so that you know how it behaves before you fight an enemy that has it.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Yeah, that's nice.
the game designers for this game knew what they were doing, so it... Die already. The one thing I'm gonna say, I just keep forgetting the fact that the gun is actually mounted below the ship. So, like,
Oh.
So I'll keep aiming directly at a guy, but the shot will go underneath it. I keep forgetting that, I gotta...
Oh, it's like parallel. Like, it's like your targeting reticle is drawing a line from the center of your ship to the center of whatever the reticle is pointing at, but that's not how the gun is aiming. The gun is aiming parallel to that ray, but it's below your ship, like you said.
Yeah.
So that's why it's missing low, like you said. That would take some getting used to, but, doable, I guess.
I don't know that I would ever get over being able to blow up the autofabs. That is just so great.
Well, to be fair, like, they do have shielded ones that you can't...
It's true. You did mention that. I think we've seen a couple.
But
Yep, and every second you're shooting at an autofab is a second you're not shooting at the actual enemies protecting it.
Yeah, but I always got frustrated in classic Descent of going through an area and clearing it out or whatever, and then flying back through and be like, oh yeah, I have to deal with these guys again because there's a generator here.
I think part of the problem is that it's always the same guys, or like it's a limited pool, I guess. So if you're coming at it from the same angle, it does feel like the same fight. I think there is room for them to spice up backtracking, but it has to be done carefully.
Yeah.
I like the fact that,
I like... Or go ahead, you're saying.
I was saying, like, you may have noticed it earlier, and I did it just now, but sometimes, like, depending on how things work out, you can actually sneak up on enemies behind them and basically get an alpha strike on them before they're able to react to your presence.
Oh yeah, that's always a great mechanic whenever it helps speed up encounters mostly.
Yeah.
But to continue the thought I was having earlier about the spawners, personally I'm more of a fan of the cases where the spawners are kind of located in a dead end, either protecting like a key or a switch or the reactor or something, as kind of an incentive to go in, get the job done, and go out. And then the spawner is more of a way of protecting that particular area than serving as a roadblock for transitioning between areas, so to say.
Mm-hmm. God damn it, die already.
So it becomes, wow.
Are these the fish guys?
Yeah.
The purple trails.
Yeah, the purple guys are the fish guys. They're the seeking.
I think you only hit him once or twice there.
Yeah, but he still took a huge chunk out of my shields.
I appreciate that they're at least a bigger hitbox. That was one of the main frustrations with them from Descent 3.
Oh.
A little bit in Descent 2 as well. It was just that they were so tiny, hard to hit.
Oh, I bitched about that through Descent 3 constantly, basically. But one of the things...
Well, I'm glad that they at least make a loud noise. Like, they are not stealthy in the slightest.
No.
Unlike Descent 2 where they were cloaked.
No, they never cloaked the Seeker. Or they never cloaked the those guys.
Oh, okay. I thought they did. They do some of the apply wall textures to them.
Yes, they applied wall... Ow. So, what was it? One of the things I like, it's one of the little things in this game, is when you hit enemies with weapons, there's that hidden impact meter I might have talked about earlier, where the enemy will basically get knocked around a little bit, and sometimes they'll fire off a random shot in the new direction they're pointing at. And it's those little things where, that way you've got your guns on somebody there, and they're being pushed away, which makes it easier to avoid, just the two, you and your enemy, just standing still or dodging around each other and trading shots till somebody gets hit.
It's also nice to know that your hits are actually landing and doing damage. Especially in Descent 3, we had some of those. I think there was some bosses where we were like, are we even doing damage to these guys? I don't even know.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. That's the explanation. You may have missed on that log there how they talk about the power source for the gun. The power source for the boss is so powerful, they have to shut down... Ow! They have to shut down the location's dependent reactor in order to power it. Otherwise, there'll be destructive interference between the two power sources in such close proximity.
Is that log implying the boss is immune to the flak debris of its own missiles?
Yes.
Okay, at least they gave an explanation for that. So, they're not... even if you find a way to cheese the boss into shooting its missiles at walls, it's not going to hit itself with its own splash damage.
Mm-hmm. And this is me realizing, wait a second, I completely ducked and missed where the actual security key was. I went right past it and didn't even notice it was right here in the corner.
Oh, that's a key. Right. I mean, I'm just going to chalk that up to the fact that I'm watching the game and not playing it, but it's a circle. Keys aren't circles. That's what we've been taught about.
All pickups are circles in this
video
game.
And this is me. Actually, this is me noticing in the background there. Wait a second. What is that? What is that? The exit tunnel?
Kind of looks like it.
Do we just get that info for free?
Apparently so. Like, it showed up on the map. And this is me just double-checking and checking things out, because I'm trying to find all this... My goal, remember, is to find all the logs, and at least get as many upgrade points as I can for this game. I
guess they weren't kidding when they called this the Phoebe Complex.
Yeah. But actually, one of the things I want to say about the secrets is that if you find a secret, and you pop in and it's like, oh yeah, here's some missiles, but you don't actually collect the missiles because you're full on them already, it doesn't count as actually collecting the secret.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess what the upside of that would be that if you, it reminds you that there are still missiles there if you want to come back for them later, maybe? Is that what they were going for?
Yeah, or something like that. But you did notice that one of the guys we picked up there was Joseph Calvino, who's been mentioned as one of the guys developing the Goliath. And me checking the map again.
Oh yeah, this is a safe place to stay. There's the Goliath protecting it.
Because I'm just looking at that blue diamond there going, okay, that is my next objective. How do I get to there from here?
Where did we come from? Where do we go?
Da-da-da-da-da, Cotton Eye Joe.
You're flying through... This is unbacktracking right now, right?
Yeah, actually I am doing a bit of backtracking right now.
Okay.
It's just that the way the level is set up, it's not, shall we... there is a degree of... well, this level in particular is very open in terms of what paths you can take to get to where you want to go. Also, there... So here is the access to the boss room, except I need level 3 to get in.
Of course you need level 3 security access in there.
Yeah, it's the red key.
Like, yeah. You wouldn't just want the janitor to go into that room. No, wait, what am I talking about? Of course the janitor has to go into that room.
Janitors have keys to
you wouldn't just want you wouldn't want the intern to go into that room. That's better.
There you go. It's better letting the guy with no experience than the guy with just enough to be dangerous.
Yeah. And this is me just wasting the Devastator on that guy. Okay, I won't say a waste.
Hey, it was an educational opportunity. It wasn't wasted. It wasn't the best of like viewing angles, though.
Are you guys getting a desync on the video or on the audio as well?
I don't think so.
Seems fine to me.
Okay.
I mean, you're looking at yellow tunnel right now. Oh, no, now I get... Yeah, that's off.
And there was nothing there. Even with all that extra plating.
Yeah, that's definitely source video problem.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about it on my end, but in case anybody's listening to this commentary, and I didn't fix the problem, I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bit of a frame hitch there, I just noticed, as you were killing that robot, so... Well, it is a very fancy game.
It's not just YouTube being funny. I downloaded it first, so... Alright, so we're looking for key 3 now?
Yeah, I know
right?
where key 3 is. I just have to go get it.
Gotcha. And the Devastator that you sort of wasted, sort of didn't earlier, you said that was the flak equivalent?
Yes.
Okay. Is it more predictable on which direction the shrapnel goes?
No, how do I describe it? The flak gun in this game is... Or the flak... Blah, 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 tongue. Words. I'm sorry, people.
The missile.
Yes, the Devastator missile is more of a unidirectional shotgun.
Okay.
Brody found a glitch with the IFF transponder.
So, it'll fire out the flak and sort of a cone based upon which way the missile was facing when it exploded.
Or which way the enemy is.
And then it'll proceed to bounce from there.
Yeah.
Does it actually go towards the enemy by default then?
Yes.
That
Spoilers.
helps a lot.
The spoilers for level 6 or 7. The smart missile is back.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so we do get more direct bouncing weapons or more direct secondary seeking weapons.
This one seems a lot more of a rushdown enemy set than the last lockdown we had.
Yeah, well, the other lockdown wasn't required to be used, but this one is a required lockdown zone because the key is in here.
Pretty short, though.
Yeah.
That's cool that they have some that are required, some that aren't. Probably mentioned that before.
Ow!
Ooh, jeez. You didn't peek around the corner.
Oh, there.
But, you know, that can get tedious to do around every corner.
Yeah. And this is me going, okay, I know there's a secret in here somewhere. Where the heck is it?
Sorry about bumping the mic there.
It happens.
Probably loud for everybody else.
You know what I do like? I like being able to look outside and see, oh yeah, we are actually in space. Or, you know, we're open to hard vacuum at this point.
Yeah, you never got the sense of being in space in classic Descent. Or Descent 3 for that matter, with the absurdly low glass ceiling. So being able to look out and see that's kind of cool.
And sorry guys, I had,
All
basically I going to go and collect some power-ups that I missed. It was just easier to...
There's one over here.
Yeah, basically, yeah. To cut to it and show you relatively where it is before I commit to doing something crazier than normal.
There's also one over here?
Actually, I need to hit both of these switches first. And then find the door that is not over here.
Oh, that's a neat aesthetic, just like that floor hatch that goes right into the cave.
So, do you have door open versus unlock, like you had in Descent 2, etc.?
Yeah.
Where,
The IFF transponder.
so if it's open, you have a certain amount of time to get there before it closes again?
Routines the operators use for mining. Brody says he has a fix, and we'll push it out to the other teams.
So, we're getting an explanation for what happened with the auto-ops. For some reason, their IFF got screwed. And they were flagging people that shouldn't be hostile as hostile.
It seems like the sort of thing you would want to fix in alpha before you push to production.
Yeah.
This is why you have staging environments, folks.
It's also why you don't put humans in the staging environments.
Sorry, I just had to double check and make sure I didn't miss anything. However, the nice thing about that sort of thing is that I basically reset my audio desync because it was actually a new clip that I worked into the...
Yeah, the shots do seem to be on sync now,
Yeah.
so alright.
So I might just leave the old desync as it is because I managed to fix things up as I go along.
But you're missing a golden opportunity to confuse people by having us talk about something that isn't there anymore.
Sounds like a lot of effort, though.
Yeah.
Besides, have I ever known to be put effort into this game?
Yes.
I mean, you've only been doing this Descent Let's Play for how many years now? Sounds like effort to me.
By the time I'm done this LLP, guys, I will have recorded over 100 levels worth of video.
That's
So,
quite a lot.
yes, I will have dedicated way too much time into this game.
Time well spent.
Yes,
See,
I do not regret Descent 1, Descent 2, or Overload.
I was going
Vertigo?
to...
That counts as Descent 2.
Okay. Do you regret Mercenary?
I had to go through Descent 3 to get to Mercenary, so yes.
Okay.
And this is just me being Perrin,
Okay, we're getting close. Yeah, there's enough room for a boss arena in there.
but here it is, the last
The
log.
operator attacked Brody with the upgrades I just installed. I ran. I didn't even try to help him. I just ran.
So the voice acting for the very beginning of that totally sounded like she was excited and not upset. Maybe that's just my hearing of it, though.
Well, it's a short log.
It's
Yeah, these are snippets more than anything else. Die.
I don't know why, but the melee enemies always seem to be more threatening than even like the huge missile pod guys, or more intimidating is maybe a better.
Well, they do serve the very important function of blocking up most of your windscreen, so, it makes it harder to threat assess a situation when there is an enemy literally in front of your face blocking your view.
Yeah.
It's true. And they do a good job of positioning them a lot of times to like just around a blind corner or something like that, so that way you rarely see them from a distance. Because, they're melee enemies. They don't do much good from a distance. Although the Diamond Claw did have...
Well, they do serve as insulation for the, the long-range enemies in the back.
There is that.
The term is ablative armor.
Cannon fodder. The Diamond Claws from Descent 2 did have a nominal plasma rifle.
Yeah, but that's only if you hit them with an energy weapon, which was reason number 6,483 why the Gauss rifle was the best gun of Descent 2.
Those exploding fish have really got your number
Oh,
today.
yeah. I mean, but the best way to deal with the exploding fish is creepers. Throw up a bunch of mines in their path, they'll run into them.
I mean, what else are you going to use them for?
I am detecting an unknown source of radioactivity close to your position. Be careful.
So two
I
giant...
wonder what we know about that's radioactive.
Okay, two giant waving red flags saying, "Boss nearby! Boss nearby!" And
Yeah.
the previous log, talking about the power sources, that was their excuse for when you blow up the boss, the mine's gonna blow up too? You
Yes.
gotta get out? Okay. That's equivalent
Yeah,
to blowing
'cause
up
it's
the
got
reactor.
literally as a reactor inside of it.
Gotcha.
Sorry, guys, I'm doing really bad at cutting out the loading screens, okay? I'm sorry.
Well, it's not us you should be apologizing to, you
Oh,
know.
by the way, if you're using the afterburner, you can't fire your weapons.
Okay.
And behold,
Okay, yeah, there
the
we go.
Goliath.
That
It's not as big as I expected.
I appreciate that it has a low turning radius. It's enough that it will catch up to you, but you have time to dodge it horizontally there.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of cover here.
It's a good arena. You got some
it's-
cover, you got some open space.
You can see where the boss is.
And
Yeah.
the enemy makers spit out melee enemies, which drop shield upgrades.
Ah.
Wow, it's already half dead. You really did a number on it with that cyclone. Is it taking damage when you shove it into the lava?
Possibly. I'm... Oh, guess what, guys?
Oh,
Second stage.
secondary bots? Alright.
It's ditched the wings,
Or-
and it's now just the central section.
that's a lot faster now.
Yep. But it's also lost a lot of gun as well.
That's nice. So the second stage is actually wildly different in how you attack. I don't know about wildly, but it's significantly different than...
Okay, that's a good first boss. It's dangerous, but when you get a beat on its movement, it's not too bad.
Yep. And time to leave. Time to leave. GTFO. So, that was the first boss of the game. That is the end of Act 1 of Overload.
Very nice. I approve.
However, I
Polished.
did miss one super upgrade, so I'm going to go back at the end of the video here and go grab it. Because the next stop is Titan for Act 2.
Next rest stop, 200 light years.
Yeah. See, 4 out of 5 super upgrade points, and that annoyed me. So I went back.
Especially the super upgrades.
I blew up the boss again. And then I was like, wait a second, where? Okay, right here. There's the super upgrade.
Oh, so you only have a limited amount of time to get it.
Does
too.
that hatch only open when you blow up the
Yes.
boss?